Hammy on pins and needles, huh? Sounds uncomfortable. How are you, sir? Barry, you in here? What's up, Nikki? Matty Ice. Yo. What's going on, bro? Vince should be here in just a minute. I hope. If I did it right. I'm not too proficient with all this live crap. What do you mean nobody invited you? Yeah, Maddie. We've got someone. Hang on a second. Oh no, there he is.
Hey, what's going on?
It's the sports card ripping teacher.
There we go. Class is now in session. It's a real miracle I'm able to get all these things to work here. So
See, Cubbies.
there we go. We're
Yeah,
ready.
got this on the
Opening day
back.
is tomorrow.
Rizzo.
You got Rizzo. Nice. Always a soft spot in my heart for Anthony Rizzo, no matter what uniform he's wearing.
That's right. So what's going on, man?
Not much, just like you were saying before, it's fast and furious. I made sure to cook dinner. My wife didn't have to worry about any of those things. Graham had practice after school. Jax has basketball practice. Graham has soccer later. So I did everything I had to do. So I have pretty much this whole time to ourselves.
It's a little virtual date, right?
Yes, it's rough out there. I tell you, it is rough just getting stuff done.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have one kid at work, and my wife has one of our kids out to dinner, and I've got one kid here who's playing on his tablet. So,
I mean, how are you doing? Oh man, sounds like one of my youngest fans right there.
I've been like
he listens to you through my phone, basically.
That is awesome. So, who are some of his favorite players?
Who are your favorite players?
my favorite player is Steph Curry and Patrick Mahomes. These are
You come over here.
You know what? I have because how you doing, bud?
Not much.
I have a box ready for your dad. I have some Steph Curry cards. I was giving some out at school last week. It was his birthday. I'll toss those in the box for you as well. And I may have some Patrick Mahomes. I know Jax, he likes him, but I will toss those in there as well.
Oh, and my last favorite baseball player is Bobo. How do I say his name again?
How do you normally say it? How do you say it?
Can you stop laughing?
I'm not laughing. You're laughing.
My last favorite player is Bobo Shit.
I've got some Bobos that I could definitely send out to you. Man,
It's a long time ago, because I've been collecting cards for a while, since about the pandemic, and some Bo Bichette cards. And when he was younger, that's how he would say it. Bobo shit.
There's always things that kids say and you will remember it for like the rest of your life. And I actually just looked down, man, this chat is hopping. There's all kinds of people in here.
Yeah, we're just not even recognizing them. Adam's Car Closet, what's up, buddy?
Is Arbery in there?
No.
Dang.
Jimbo, how are you?
Because I like
Hammy. There's a budget rips. Pops is in here.
It's some
That's
all-stars
awesome.
in here for sure.
Yeah, Nikki 2 times.
Nikki. Who's Nikki?
Of course, we just got off of Brad's live. He opened that crappy blaster.
I agree.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What's he thinking? What is Brad thinking?
You know what? I mean, Brad's got a lot of really nice cards. I mean, he does. He has hot hands. But when it comes to this home run challenge thing the past couple of years, like he does okay. But when he starts off slow, he has all the excuses already in. And I don't know if you heard me earlier talking about he was saying he's not going to try until, the corn is knee high. He said chest high. So, but I'll be honest, he did close pretty strong last year. So, just everyone has their spiel. I'm trying to get into this fantasy draft here. Is it open yet or no?
It is. Buddy, you are picking 14.
So I got a little time. Would you want to pick number one? Because it's a long way to get back around.
It is, and I know it's the snake method, right? So last one of the first round picks first of the second round. So
Right.
I am smack dab in the middle. I'm 10. So that's not bad.
Yeah, I would rather have something like that or 14 a little bit lower down just because I feel like I don't know. I have bad luck. Like when I draft Christian McCaffrey, he gets injured like first. I'd rather have something kind of towards the middle. Brad, I had to refresh my screen and then it let me into the draft. So maybe you have to do that.
I mean, obviously, the advantage of picking first is you first crack at Shohei, which that's an obvious pick, I would say. After that, I mean, it's a coin toss 1 through 10, really, because any of those guys are going to do well unless they get hurt. So,
Right.
I mean, but Shohei is a game changer. I had him last year. If any of y'all know Cabs Cards, he did one off his YouTube channel, and it was not bad. I think there was 10 or 12. I think 10 or 12. I can't remember which the number of teams was, but I actually finished second in that. But I did have Shohei, so that was advantageous to my second place because
And
he.
as much as I'm a homer, I mean Shohei is a game changer for sure. And I just saw in the chat Pastor Ken talking smack, telling us we're all gonna go down. So Ken, we are glad you're joining us here as well. Brad's still trying to find out what website it's on.
Bless him. Bless you, Brad.
And honestly, I mean, Brad and I don't we live in different states, different time zone, but we're pretty close. Next year we should meet in the middle somewhere, just so I can help him get online and all those things and pick his blaster, stuff like that. So I'll take care of you, buddy. Don't you worry. We got Matty Ice, another Cubs fan in the house here.
Yeah.
So speaking of some injuries, did you see that Mookie Betts is out? Now he's just sick though, I think, right?
Yeah, I read somewhere he has lost 15 pounds since he must have got some bad sushi.
Oh man, I mean,
yeah, he's lost 15 pounds. He's not going to play either game, and in my blaster, and that's why I question Brad's pick. He could have gone with Michael Bush, Ian Happ. He'd have gotten 2 extra games. I didn't understand the Jackson Merrill pick.
Yeah, because it's only it's this game and then
It'll be
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right?
Pretty much all the teams will play 3 games over that 4-day period next week, the end of next week. So,
and
because Sunday will start the next week, right?
Right, and I was really hoping for Pete Crow Armstrong. I feel like he could hit an inside the park home run tomorrow or Wednesday. I mean, that thing just looks huge where they're playing. I don't know.
Oh, really?
And then in the Cubs go to Arizona next, right? And that's
Yes.
another ballpark that has some crazy lines. And he also hit like 16 home runs last year. So this is a possibility to take the ball out of the ballpark also.
Yeah, I think he'll hit some more home runs this year, I think. I hope he puts it all together. I think he will. It's just a confidence thing for him, I imagine.
Yeah.
It takes a while, man. I
So
can't imagine.
oh yeah, and I've not seen like a lineup or anything yet. Where do you think he bats starting off the year? Are they going to keep him down 7, 8, 9 again? Or are you going to put him at the
I,
top right away?
they're probably going to hit whoever. Well, I guess we'll start off with Amaya. Who's going to be? Is it going to be? Is it Carson Kelly?
I think Amaya's going to start. I don't know.
Well,
I'm pretty
I think
sure.
I think it'll be Amaya will get more of the starts. Kelly will get a bunch. I'm curious on this Ballesteros kid. I like him, and he's got a better arm behind the plate.
Mhm. I do like him as well. Do you think he'll be on the roster after spring training, or a guy that probably goes
No,
down? That's what I'm thinking.
no. I think he'll go to AAA, but I mean, obviously, first of the year, catching is a demanding position.
Right.
You know, there could be an injury, so I think if there's an injury, I don't know if they're going to have keep three catchers though. I don't know who the third catcher would be if they had three on the roster. Don't they start out with more spots on the roster at the beginning of the season?
You know, I don't know. I feel like at the start of the year, they always have an extra pitcher as opposed to a position player. And
Right.
I've liked Ballesteros for a couple of years now that I've heard of him, and he's doing pretty well. I brought some notes with me, some Cubs notes here. And in spring training so far, I mean, he had 17 at bats. He's got what's he got here? 6 hits. He's got a home run, some RBIs. He's got a strong arm,
Yeah.
like you said. So, I mean, I feel like he just gets a little bit more at bat down at Iowa, get him going, and at some point, I think maybe bring him up to be the backup to Amaya. But I think Amaya is one of my guys. I kind of wrote down 3 guys that I feel like if they can just take the next step, like they were consistent last year, take that next step, they could be game changers for the Cubs. And Amaya is definitely
Yeah.
one of those. Like he started off so slow last year, but he came on at the end, and young players are going to do that to you. You got to take those learning curves and bumps along the road. But if he can just be a little bit more consistent this year to what he did at the end of the year, I think you got to watch out for him.
Yeah, I still like Amaya. I mean, I think he's got a good bat. He's got to get some reps.
Yeah.
So, but an Amaya Ballesteros situation, I think middle of the season, toward the end of the season. I don't know if this. I mean, Carson Kelly's okay, I guess, but I mean, he's not going to be a regular starter. I
Yeah.
would imagine.
I am hoping Ken got as great as in. Good to see you. I really hope they're just buying time with Kelly until they bring him up. I mean, if you go back to 2016, you think about it, the Cubs had 3 really good catchers that would play regularly. Miguel Montero, David Ross, Wilson Contreras. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if you having too many catchers is not an issue. If they can all hit and they can catch, there's definitely a spot for them. So,
Okay, pops, that'll be. We'll still be on here. Be safe when you're driving.
yeah, definitely.
Ken, what's going on? He said Bart Santa and his teacher. So yeah, Ken, when he's volunteering at the kids hospital, he shows them my videos and they all think I'm Santa Claus. So
Oh,
yeah. So I'm thinking about doing a video with a Santa hat and showing all my Japanese cards, all my Shoda
oh,
Imanaka cards.
they will get a kick out of that. They will definitely get a kick out of that.
It's so funny. So we got 7 minutes to the start of this thing. This is going to be a marathon draft. Hey, Justin, are you in here? What's the pick time on these? Is it a minute or 30 seconds or what? Because if it's a minute, it's going to take forever.
And hopefully, if people aren't here, they're just on auto drafts. It'll take the next person right
Right.
away. Now,
I don't think it
have
does
you?
that though. Well, if they're not,
If
If
they
they don't
click
pick
something on here that says like auto draft, it'll do
right,
it
right.
automatically. But there's
But if they don't,
always, yeah, it'll go through the whole time. Like if it's a minute, it'll go through. So Brad, go to Yahoo Fantasy is what you want to go to. So have you played fantasy baseball before?
are you talking to me?
Yes, sorry, yes, sorry.
Oh, yeah, for years and years and years.
Okay, okay, yeah, because I've played it a little bit, and for the I think last year was the first year that I did not in a while. Is myself and another guy, we would share it. It was for money with other guys, but they would do a live draft, and it
Yes,
would
I've done that
usually have
before.
been like last weekend. And the guys I would play with, Jason, how are you doing? Another Cubs fan in here, man. I'm feeling
Yes,
better and
sir.
better about our guys showing up here. But it was all with guys that were policemen, firemen, construction workers. So they were there for the whole day. This thing would take like 6, 7 hours. We would take a
You're talking.
break in the middle. It was at a
Yeah,
bar. And after a while, I was just like, my buddy, I was like, I'm not going to go. You do the picking. I will pay my money. I'll do stuff like during the season with you, but I can't be in a bar for 6 hours with some of these guys.
I've done those offline drafts where you're picking in
Mhm.
person. They're fun, but they can last a while depending on how many positions you're picking. But the one
Oh
I
yeah.
the one I did recently, it was a keeper league. Which those are pretty fun because you're not you get to keep so many guys, however many you decide on,
Hmm.
8 or 10 or whatever, and then you draft the rest. And we would draft those in person. So basically, someone writes them down or inputs them in the computer while we're
Sure,
doing it.
sure.
So, but yeah, if you're drafting a full roster and you got a bunch of guys, it could take, and you have to be really
All
strict
right.
on the team too.
Right. I'll be right back. My oldest needs me for something. Right
Yeah,
back.
go ahead. Hey, Pastor Ken, how are you? Cubs are good, but the Mets are better. We'll see about that, Pastor Ken. Jason, what's up, man? Where are you picking, Jason? You're picking four, dude. I know who you're going to pick. If he's still there, I guarantee I know who you're going to pick. Let's see. Who else is in here? Anybody else new? Maddie, I was going to tell you, me and Vince have been talking about like me, him, you, and Jason doing the live. And let me know if you're on here. Um, we'll have to get StreamYard or something like that. I know you've been on some of those. I've been on some of those. I've never set one up. Uh, have you set up a StreamYard on your end before? Because I think the free version you can do up to 6 people or something like that for free. we're just we're just trying to save Maddie on here about us, me, you, Jason, and Maddie doing a Cubs talk maybe sometime next week or something.
I think that's a
Before
good idea. That's a good idea.
he's and I was asking him about the StreamYard, which I've been looking at it. I don't think it's that difficult. You can do it for free. I
Hmm.
do think there's some restrictions on it because there's a paid version.
Okay.
But I think you can do up to 6 people. And I've
Okay.
got you can do up to 6 people. I think there's a time limit on it. I think we're not going to go 3 hours or anything like that. But
Right.
um, I'm just,
You know what? We
I
should
need,
maybe just this weekend, like whoever's around us, has to be everyone, like just try it for fun and see what happens. And then once we kind of work out the kinks, I mean, if someone shows up and talks to us, that's fine and dandy. But like, do it just to see how it is, and then schedule one down the road. I remember like when a Hammy and I went live, we were like, we should have practiced this beforehand, because like I think I told you before, I kept on going in right at the time, but he wasn't quite in yet, so it would kick us out, and then he
right.
would have to make, I think, a new code, because I was in early. I'm not
Yeah.
100% sure. All right, Brad is in. He has the 18th pick.
There's 20 teams, Brad, by the way, 20. So you're picking second from last or third from last.
Okay, so Maddie thinks it's 5. Yeah, so that'll be fun. If the Cubs start 2-0 here this season, and it'll be a good conversation. Peyton Manning. There you go. So who has the number 1 pick?
Whoever Samurai, someone named Clinton. I guess someone who in Discord, I don't know him.
Okay.
Samurai Japan. Alan over Collecting Maddox has the second pick. Jason has 4. Justin has 8. I'm at 10. Some of these guys I think are just in the Discord group, which I don't know all those guys. Doug at Don't Touch Robots has 13. You have 14. Pastor Ken has 15. Brian LCS 16. Grizzo 17. Brad at 18. And I don't know the rest of them. So am I even in the right thing? I don't like the way this is set up, but I'm doing it off my laptop. Yeah.
And you know what? I think it is because once the drafting starts, then I think it'll maybe look different.
Yeah. Because right now I'm just looking at Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah. 11 seconds. Samurai is on the clock.
That's right. I was telling Jason he's at 4. I know who he's going to pick. I'd almost bet. If you look at the ranking,
is he a certain right fielder? Maybe.
Yes. Someone who has a new team this year.
Yeah, I feel like Tucker's going to be 40-40. And every time I see Rickett, I really can't. Like when I'm wearing my uniform at games, I can't just go up to him and say, hey, you need to find more coins in the cushion to pay Kyle Tucker. But if I see him on the street somewhere, I will definitely do that.
I don't know. He's got some nice choices there. He's looking at Ellie and J Ram. Those are 2 good choices above. Of course, that's Yahoo ranking. I mean, a lot of people don't like the way Yahoo ranks the players, but I got to figure out how I'm going to pick at 10. We'll just see who's left.
Nikki, thanks for coming in. We'll see you back a little later, buddy.
Yeah. Thanks, Nikki. This is going to be hard chatting and looking at the.
I know, right? All right, so I got to go to draft results right now. Yep, he took Kyle Tucker. Smart move.
I knew he was going to. I don't know. Ellie was a enticing pick there, but
I just feel like Tucker's going to be 40-40. And, like, if you're a Cubs fan and it's right there, you kind of got to take it, You don't want to be razzed later on.
Oh, Mookie went. Oh, man.
And I get a little bit. Oh, you're on the clock here.
Yeah. Gunner's not hurt, is he?
When it says day to day, that's what I'm not sure. Like, I don't follow right now, like, every team. I'm just pretty much following the Cubs. And I can't click on it and show me anything. It says here on the March 15th, O's Henderson plans to be ready for opener. I guess
we'll take him. We'll take him. He's good. So I got shortstop out of the way. The problem I have is I always wait too long to draft pitchers, and then I'm weak in the pitcher's stats.
And there is that strategy, just go for one and kind of pick up the scraps of the other. I mean, it's just all right.
And more
Who are we going
specifically,
to?
closers. I always skimp on my closers. Last year I didn't. I think I led the league in saves last year.
All right, I have a good feeling about that guy there. It's like Vladimir
Okay.
Guerrero.
All right.
First baseman, third baseman's got that dual thing on there, so I mean that's kind of nice too.
Yeah. Even got the old Cubbies tumbler here.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I made a little coffee here, so I needed a little pick me up. All right. I mean, this is these street lights are almost on. This is not the prime time of my day right here. So
Oh, Brad's on the clock. Oh, he scooped up Paul Skeens.
oh, look at that.
Wow. Took a picture first. Okay. You take
Fir-
you take that guy that only plays every 6 days.
Yep. Man, first pitcher taken off the board. I mean, I probably would have took Shota if I was going to take the first pitcher, but I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, it's a long way back around. 19 people.
Oh man.
I feel like I'm going to have a lot of scrubs or minor leaguers on my team.
Well, I've never drafted with this many people, so either in the late rounds, people are really going to know who these guys are, or they're just closing their eyes and picking someone, and that's probably going to be me. I
I
mean, to go
mean,
that deep with a roster,
yeah.
I mean,
Well, the biggest thing is, and I've noticed this for years, is that if you're not, I'm, it's almost a daily thing. If you're not checking to see who's on the waiver wire and
right,
who's available and making moves, then it's hard to. You can't stay pat with the team that you draft. You have to make moves,
right.
and so with 20 people, you're going to get two or three probably. Maybe not that even. Well, maybe two or three superstars, and the rest are going to be very good very good to average players.
Yeah, you kind of got to know maybe some diamonds in the rough there, and
Mm-hmm. And I haven't. I mean, I buy a fantasy magazine every year, and I didn't even look at it this year, so I didn't even look at it. It is good if you get one that has like the up and coming prospects. I've
well,
even
that's
in
the
the
thing. If you can get someone, especially like some of those guys are not going to bring up until like the service time starts. I mean, that could be a big benefit there, but I don't know who those guys are for all teams out there.
right. Oh, geez, some slim pickings here. Not really, but it's just like, got a bunch of pitchers in here.
And
I
they're
got to
all
come up
about the
with
same. There's
something.
like, Manny Machado, Michael Harris, Marte, Alonso.
I don't know if I want him or not. Need some stolen bases. Yeah. That probably wasn't the right pick, but we'll go with it. He needs to have a
Michael
better
Harris.
year.
And I was just kind of looking down the list a little bit, and I know that Acuna is not going to be starting the year, probably not there until June, but
Right.
he's still there, and he's kind of high on the list. I feel like for a guy that's not going to play half the season, probably.
Right.
Got Victor Negron cards in here. Jim NFL 7 is in. How you doing, guys?
Yeah. Sorry if I'm not keeping up with the chat. It's hard. I mean, it's hard enough to to keep talking and then keep up with the chat.
I just saw Adam. How are you doing? I just saw Brad said my fantasy magazine doesn't involve sports. Oh
Oh
man.
wow. TMI there, Brad.
Yeah, Victor, same thing. I mean, like taking Acuna later, especially like with this many people, you can't take him now early, I feel like. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he was still there when he gets back around to me because you only have so many good picks to get players, like you said, right now. So
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be risky taking him at this point. I mean, there's still players out there. Oh,
Did what did Justin say? I had Seager's my next pick. Did he go poof in front of him? That's what I do. You'll have someone you've got queued up, and then you get ready to draft, and it'll disappear into thin air. Happens all the time.
last year, so I'm in a auction draft with some of the guys in the neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
and Wrigley Field was having a concert, and I was like, I need to work this. Like, I think it was maybe Pearl Jam or something. Like, something big was going to be like a good money maker for us. I was like, Graham, you just draft. And so I went through the auction with him. I did some because he had never done that before. I did some like mock drafts with him and a little bit of strategy. And our neighbor across the street, he is very savvy with all gambling, fantasy sports stuff. And Graham will be over there sometimes. He was hearing guys that he was liking, and Graham
Mm-hmm.
was bidding him up on those guys. And Rocco texted me, he was like, I can't believe your kid's doing this to me. He's making me spend more money on everything. So kids catch on fast to these things.
Yeah. Oh, Mike Trout went 37th. Jason took Mike Trout. There you go. Maybe he'll stay healthy.
And I that's one of those players I really hope that he does. I think we all would like to see a full year of Mike Trout. I mean, Angels baseball is probably not going to be great, but with him it'll probably be better.
Right. Let's
Oh,
see.
Brad's mad that someone took Trout.
Well,
So, Brad, what do you think? Does Mike Trout ever get traded or just spends the rest of his career with the Angels?
Jason said I like to get guys I like, so he's hoping for a healthy Trout. Let's see what Allen does here. I don't think Greg Maddux is on the board. Oh, he
Back when
took Chris
pitchers
Sale.
would
Okay.
hit.
Huh?
Back when pitchers would hit. Yeah, Brad says career with the Halos. Without Trout, Angels baseball. I mean, it would. I just hope that they get. I mean, I would rather there be no teams in baseball like the White Sox as much as it was kind of funny around here in Chicago with how bad the White Sox were. I'd just rather
Mm-hmm.
teams like be very competitive. Just makes it better to watch baseball. It's better for the sport overall. So hopefully the Angels kind of get their act together and win some ball games with him.
Right. Oh.
I see Adams in here, and I pulled the Chipper Jones earlier today. I would have loved to play Chipper Jones for a week here in our home run challenge contest.
I can't remember if I pulled any retired players out of mine. I don't think I did.
I think
No, wait a minute. I did. Who was it? Oh, it was like Ty Cobb. It was one of those call to the hall.
call the hall because I had a Mickey Mantle call the hall.
Yeah.
And I need to
I mean,
look like amazing. Again, I haven't bought a lot of Series 1. I still need like 4 cards for my set. I mean, just
for which? The
of
series one?
yeah, like Series 1 base cards. Hey, Doug, how are
Oh,
you doing? Another Cubs fan in the house.
what's up, Doug? I got pick 50 here, so oh, Justin went with the homer, Wyatt Langford. Oh, William Contreras going high. Jeez. Well, Hang on a second. No, I better not do that.
After you do pick, if you want to tell us what your daring move was going to be, go ahead.
I'm going to do it. I don't care.
I was thinking of him, kind of like Jason said.
Hey,
I like taking guys. If I'm going to go down with guys I like.
Yamamoto was ranked higher, but I'm like, I can't do that as a Cubs fan. I can't do it.
Right.
I'm not going to do it. So I can start him tomorrow.
That is true. Oh, I got to start looking now. Now that my plan A is gone.
Exactly, Brad. It's a homer. Shota is what do they don't call him what were they calling him? Not the
Mike.
professor, but yeah, Mike. That guy is funny.
He is. I had some high hopes for that guy. There we go.
Okay.
So you had mentioned about you got to go with your Cubs guys, and I've talked about this before. Was there ever a time in your Cub fandom that you were like, "What am I doing here? Like, this is crazy. We're cursed." Like, have you had
2003.
those moments?
2003.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I don't get that upset anymore, but back then I think I was pissed off for like a couple of months. Honestly,
And
I was so mad.
So 2003 was my first year working at Wrigley Field. So I was there for that. And when the Bartman game happened, and I'd rather just say the Alou and Alex Gonzalez game, when that happened, I remember leaving and I was like, I think we're cursed. Like, I was like walking in my truck with a couple guys, and I was just like, what just happened here? Like, there has to be curses. They're real. Like, it was devastating.
Right. I don't care what you guys say. For last year, Imanaga was the best player on the Chicago Cubs. And Yamamoto was hurt, so there you go. You say what you want. It might have been a homer, but I'm going with my man. I have confidence.
And that Skeens guy, I mean, he didn't play the whole year, right? He came in late and they shut him down early, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people upset if he really just blows his elbow out, or because people have spent a lot of money on his cards.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like one of those things you just hope, he has a healthy career, like good talent. It is fun to watch those, like besides when they're playing your own team, but hopefully he is healthy.
It's like with the big power pitchers, they're going to go down at some point. It's Garrett Cole. I mean, is this his first Tommy John surgery or second?
I think he's had it before, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
I'm pretty sure.
How many? Let me ask you this: how many Tommy John surgeries did Nolan Ryan have?
I don't know. Maybe Justin would know. 0.
I'm pretty sure he didn't have any.
0.
Well,
he really could have hurt his arm when he was punching Robin Ventura. I mean, that was probably the worst. But
Nolan Ryan was not an arm pitcher per se. He was a lower body pitcher. These pitchers today are arm throwers. That's why their elbows and shoulders blow out. They don't use their legs like they should.
And I just think that goes to like all sports. there's not as much like good mechanics with everything. It's just like be powerful and like be athletic, but like not pay attention to those mechanics. I mean, I like to golf a lot, and there's so
Right.
many golfers now, whether it's like some on the pros, or a lot of just like your casual weekend guys, hit as far as you can and then go
Mhm.
find it and then try to do it again, as opposed to having a good swing that has mechanics. You can actually hit the ball straight. I feel the same thing with a lot of pitchers, and I mean, even watching like younger kids shoot free throws. They have
Yeah.
no real like routine with it. And I mean, that's
Mhm.
where the game, not, some games are won or lost right there, and they don't care about it. It's kind of sad
Right.
to see.
So speaking of pitchers, are there plans for Shohei to pitch this year?
I thought it was, Doug just asked, what does ADP stand for?
That's a good question. The
What do you
app to
say?
check your page. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Where's that at? Is it?
Yeah, Doug, where's that at? For the draft.
Oh, I think it's the ranking or something. Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
sure
okay,
what it
yeah.
stands for. It's some type of ranking. I have no clue. Oh, average draft position. That's what that is. So, like Marcelo Zuna, he's been drafted average on average at 52, 52nd in the draft. Hernandez 54th in the draft. So that's just an average draft position. Oh, Ken went with Little Acuna there. Oh, you went with Belly. You went with the ex Cub with short porch and right field, right?
Yeah, I like that, and just another guy that has outfield first base designation, so kind of like that
Right.
flexibility. But I'm hoping for him. And you know what? When I mean last year, I feel like he did okay, but watching him hit in 2003, like he was the most professional hitter on that team. You would watch him work the count. And I mean, he was hitting the ball the other way, pulling the ball when it was necessary. Like it was fun to watch him play. I feel like last year he just didn't. I mean, he was injured a little bit, didn't have quite the same year. But hopefully he can get things together for
Oh man.
the Yankees.
Hmm. Let's see. Oof. I can't do that.
I'm surprised Pastor Ken didn't give me the finger wag for Cody there, saying not this year.
Hmm. 1 minute doesn't last very long, does it?
No.
I think I'm gonna go with this guy right here. We'll try this guy. I need some steals. Need some steals.
All right, there we go. Man, I wish that, so like when maybe I'm doing it wrong. I'm like scared to X out of anything. Um Planning your downfall.
Yeah.
It only shows you 4 players at a time as you scroll, and I don't want to like X out of something, so I don't I'm lost here. So
Well, if you go to the center where it's got all the, if you're on all players,
mhm.
you can actually go to a position. Like if you want to look at all the first baseman left,
Okay,
they'll
so
go to
that I
that.
know how to do. That I can do.
Okay.
But like when I'm scrolling to see them, I only see 4 at a time.
Really? What do you? Okay. I see like one, two, three, four, like eight, 6 or 8.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Can I close this? Okay, so I there was something there that I minimized, and I can see more now. Okay, that's good. That's good. I was scared to press it. I mean, what if I get kicked out of this thing? So how many starters per week? Um So we have what? 1, 2. So Brad, you'll just do each week wherever there's something besides the bench. Those will be your starters for the week.
Well, you can start as many people as you want as long as they're pitching, because you'll have, let's see, you get 2 starting pitchers, and then you get 4 positions of either starter or reliever.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you could effectively have, and then you have bench players. So you could load your team up with starting pitching, and whenever they pitch, you put them in the lineup. However, I'm sure there's an inning limit somewhere in the stats or the setup. Justin, do you know what the innings limit is on pitching? It's normally around 1,500 innings or something. Once you go over that limit, you don't get any more stats for your pitchers. So you have to watch that. So if you load up with starting pitching, you don't have good balance, then you could go over your allowable innings and not get any more stats for the rest of the year.
By a show of hands in the chat, who would like Justin to do a full rules recap during one of his videos this week? Anyone out there want that? I just feel bad making more work for Justin.
Oh, me. Let's see who's left here. So I noticed that because we were talking about Shohei, Jason had said that Dave Roberts said there's no timetable for Shohei. My opinion is you're paying the guy $700 million. Why in the world? And he did what he did last year, and they won the World Series. Why in the world would you want to screw with that? Put him on the mound where he can risk being hurt. I think he's more valuable to them as a everyday batter than once every 6 days pitcher, because they've got all the pitching they need. They don't need him to pitch. They need him to hit, drive in runs. I mean, good grief, he stole, 56 bases? Something like that, 54
Right, yeah.
bases?
I mean, he was a machine last year. Yes, you're saying just don't pitch him
No,
at all, or not this year.
none. I wouldn't pitch him at all.
And I feel like,
I
okay,
mean,
like once you do that, you just do it cold turkey. He's done. Like, you can't be like, oh well, no. Once we get to the playoffs, then we're gonna bring him in, because that's when you get injured. If you're not stretched out during the year, then you're asking for trouble.
well, you just look at last year. He didn't pitch. He DH'd the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
How many times was he on the DL or on the IL? I don't think he was on the. I don't think he missed hardly any games.
I don't think so either. Yeah,
Yeah, so
I
he's
mean,
not playing the field, so he's not going to get hurt fielding. Um, if he's going to get hurt, he's going to get hurt more than likely pitching. He's going to have an arm problem. But I mean, that's just my opinion, though.
and they have plenty of pitching, like you said. Yeah, so Brad, you will need at some point, you got to make sure you have someone for each position, and then like you. So if you have, there's 4 outfield positions, 3 outfield positions, you could have a 4th one as your utility guy, then, right, Mark?
Yes.
And I feel like, yeah, you'll just make sure that you have all the positions covered. And I think once you're out of the draft side of it and then you see your team, it's much easier to understand, okay, this is what I need to have each week. So now for ours, is it a set your lineup at the start of the week and you're done, or can you switch things out during
No,
the
you,
week?
you can make daily changes.
Okay. So Justin says he doesn't think there's a max inning in this mode.
Really? Okay.
Let's see some of those arms fall off now.
Ooh, that was close. I took Vientos. I think he's a good player. He doesn't steal bases, though. He's going to hit some homers. We've been in this draft for how long? What time is it? 30
30
minutes,
minutes.
and I've picked 5 players. Well, it's only 20, so it's not a huge roster. I think last year I want to say the roster was 30 players, so it's a shortened. Typically, well, actually, the league I played in last year, it was like a major league team. I think it was only 25 players,
Okay.
but I've been in leagues where it was way more than that. Did you make your next pick?
I did. I went with Jake Berger.
There you go,
It was
Jake
between
Cheeseburger.
him and Salvador Perez. I just like Sal Perez. I mean, I think he's a really good ball player, but getting up there in age,
Yeah, you
and
don't
I
want
feel
to
like
pick a catcher. You don't want to pick catcher too high.
right, and I feel like Justin's going to be out there cheering for Jake Berger, so I got that going for me, which is nice. So, what do you think of Michael Bush going into this year?
I think he's going to have a good year. I mean, he's obviously poised for a Gold Glove. So he's excellent at first, and I don't think he's going to hit for a high average. I think he's probably 20-ish home runs, probably 80 RBIs. I mean, if he does that and plays a stellar first base, I think that's a win.
Yeah, and I feel like, just his year last year, if that could be his basement, I think he had about 20 home runs, maybe 70 RBIs, batted maybe 250. Like, if he just improve on that a little bit, I mean, that'd be solid over there at first base.
Yeah.
I really liked him, and I think they traded, was it Stephen Ferris or something Ferris, who's a really good pitching prospect for us. But I kind of heard about Michael Bush because I think he was on the Dodgers like major league roster a little bit at the end of that tour. But the
Uh-huh.
more that I read about him, like, God, this guy could be pretty good. And I kind of thought we were probably going to lose Bellinger, and we had Pete Crow Armstrong in center field, so this wouldn't be a position for him. So I was glad to see him do pretty well last year.
Let's see here. I hate looking at projected stats. I don't like that. I like looking at last year's stats just to kind of see what they did. Not
Right.
to say that it's an indication what they're going to do the following year, but I mean, who makes those projections? Who at Yahoo is saying that this guy is going to hit this many home runs, or I mean, where do they get that?
You know what? So in Jax's scout group, there's a guy, I think he works for like IBM or something. And I think whoever, I think it's like ESPN
Mm-hmm.
was it Ask? Oh, shoot, what is it now? But it was like a little like part of the app where you could ask it about a trade and it spits out all of the information. He was one of the people that was working on that app for the sports. And he was saying about it, just it takes all of these, I guess, possible situations, all the data, and then just spits it out. And then he was like, but if you give me your opinion right now, it could be just as good as what this computer is telling us.
Yeah.
So they just collect a bunch of data and then it
Mm-hmm.
spits it out.
I have been in some very. I was in a very competitive keeper league for several years, and man, some of these guys, they spend a lot, and I used to too. I used to spend a lot of time scouring the waiver wire and looking up stats and seeing what people were doing, and I just don't do that anymore. I mean, I do the best I can. With 20 teams, it's gonna be competitive just because there's so many teams. But then I mean, in the head-to-head, I've never actually played in a head-to-head league, which is kind of nice because, like Justin said earlier, that you're not having to beat everybody, just the guy that week.
Right, right.
So I do. I'm curious to see how it works because in like the rotisserie league, man, once you get behind on some stats, it's hard to catch up. So
Yeah, that's definitely true. Where you definitely have a chance. All right, do I do it now? What else do we got here?
Pastor Ken took PCA right in front of you. Wow.
I know I was ready to go in the queue here, and I'm looking at
He's
a
talking
different
about the
Cub
Mets
now.
being better than the Cubs, and he takes a Cubby? What the heck?
You know what? I'm probably going to get a trade request with Pete Crow Armstrong here in a little while.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, I mean that was my plan. I think I'm going to go here with oh man. Ah,
Okay. Hey, that's not a bad pick.
no, but I had PCL kind of queued up there.
Oh, it went poof, didn't it? But like I was saying,
And
some of
I
these
think maybe
guys,
Doug wanted to take Riley Green now, so
uh-oh.
things are getting cutthroat here.
Some of these guys would bring in all these stacks of papers and all these different sites that uh, rank players, and I mean, I don't have time. Well, I guess I probably do have time. I don't want to do it. So
But
this
you
is
know
really
what?
just
Like whatever you read or the sites you get, if you go somewhere else, you can find something that's saying the direct opposite. It's just I feel like you kind of have to have your own, you know, model or, you know, like requirements for stuff and then stick to that. Is I
yeah,
know I'll listen to a couple of like gambling podcasts and it's amazing. Same game. This guy picks team A, this guy picks team B, and both have very compelling stats to back it up. I mean,
right.
it's just, no one really knows. Oh man.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think? What do you think Ben Brown? What are your thoughts on him?
I feel like so last year when they brought him in, he was pretty much like your long relief guy. He was starting some of those like bullpen type games. And I feel like since he got hurt at the end of last year, maybe you do the same thing with him, kind of break him in. And I think he could be that closer at some point during the year. I mean, he had some nasty stuff.
Really?
And so I feel like he could be your closer if things do not work out.
Is he just a two pitch pitcher?
I think
Did I
he
read
is,
that
yes.
somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah. If you don't have three good pitches and a fourth something you can throw in, it's
Mhm.
hard to start because
So,
if you have two pitches, you guess right half the time as a batter.
yep. Hey, so Ken is asking, Konnichiwa to all the kids out there.
Konnichiwa. Ho
Hope
ho
everyone's having a
ho.
good day. I'm here with Santa Claus.
Yeah, I need my Santa hat on. I've already got the bowl full of jelly. Oh my
So I
gosh.
feel like when Brown was in, like he was in a lot of those spots and he pitched outstanding. Like I said, no, they have so many pieces in place, but just kind of like he's coming back from an injury. We got
Hmm.
Nico Horner, he's injured, he'll be coming back. Can Dansby Swanson do what he did at the end of last year? So I feel like if they can be on the positive side of all those questions, this team should win 90 games. And the way that the NL Central is, um, it's very possible. I mean, I feel like every team in the NL Central got worse, like the other teams, or stayed the same. I mean, the Brewers always figured out a way to put things together, kind of like those Cardinals teams. They're always
Hmm.
pains to us in like the 90s and 2000s, but I mean, the Cubs should be able to do it.
Yeah. Uh, I got to figure out who I'm picking next.
You know
Man,
what, Ken? We will. Um, uh, Pat, the passionate pack rat, he sent us some Canadian candy bars, and my youngest son Jax. I mean, he'll watch different things on YouTube. Never really watches my videos, but there's some candy bars, I guess, and they're from Canada that he knew all about. So, Ken, we will be doing some of those pretty soon. So tell the kids to look out for those. Riggins had a nice video this morning. We don't get up and go for a walk, but that's just kind of
I saw
a
that.
dog's life right there.
Oh man. This is I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well. Uh, let's see here.
So who?
Yandy.
All right, I was gonna get a little bit, but Jason took Justin Steele, so as long as he went to a Cubs fan, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, there you go. So I didn't see that Jason got Justin.
Justin Steele, yeah.
Uh, I've only picked one Cub so far.
Oh man, that was quick there. I think Doug had his guy ready to go.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to take a Cardinal, to be honest with you.
No, don't. That's sacrilege right there.
You know what? I've got a feeling Dansby Swanson this late is a good pick.
There
I
you
got a
go.
good feeling. I feel like Dansby could be one of the things. Like if he can, again, it's a lot of can these guys get it together, but he's done it before. I think he could do it again.
I don't want that guy.
Yeah, Ken, that's always sad to hear that. But I know they always appreciate having you over there.
Yeah. Ken, one of these days I'm going to do a video for the kids, and I'll show off. I've been thinking about it, showing off the Imanaga cards and Yamamoto and Seiya Suzuki cards. I don't have a lot of Otani cards. Um, I've got some, nothing special, but I have mostly Imanaga and Seiya Suzuki.
So
Still
you
haven't
know
got
what?
an Imanaga autograph though. I'm really his stuff's
Oh,
high.
so I pulled a Shota. I think it's over there somewhere. But I've been looking at Matt Shaw autographs, and I got one today. It was
What?
$18.
Wow.
And you know what?
Was it a
It was a Bowman's Best from last year. Like
okay?
over the weekend, I was looking at some, and just kind of goes to show, like if you put some on eBay, you got to plan out when you're going to do it. Things would go from 15, 20, $30 to like 50 and 60 in that last minute. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put on, I think I put $20 on there. If it happens, it happens. I even 20 is a bargain. And it won, it came, I think it was like 1750 or something I won. So I
That's
was pretty
crazy.
happy. But Ken, here it is. So when I had that snow day, was it like 2 weeks ago now, 3 weeks ago? The boys and my wife all had like remote learning. We had the traditional snow day. I better get my pick here ready to go. And then I'll show you. So the kids may want to see these.
Yeah, Ken. I'll do that. I'll do a video and feature some of those players for the kids. I'll even see if I can find a Santa hat somewhere.
You know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it now. All right. I just took Matt Shaw now. I mean, he may not be in there right away, but when he is, I'm going to clean up. So I was looking on eBay as I was sitting with Jax doing his work at some Shoda. So I've got the start of a rainbow. It's crazy how cheap some of these were. So here's the Bowman's Best. I think here's the base right over there. That's the base.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then I got the refractor. And
Oh,
I
that's
think those
sweet.
were each like $1.50 from the same guy. And then I've been getting some numbered cards. One's not, but all of these were each one's less than $10. So this is just was like a wave rave, maybe a way rave,
Yeah.
I think.
Ray Wave.
I'm having a hard time saying that word for some reason. So and then what we got here? This one's at $2.99.
That's cool.
This one is out of $2.50, that purple.
That's sweet.
And I feel like this one was like $8 out of $1.99.
Mm-hmm.
And
Man,
then out of 99
the green.
as well, yeah. So I mean, I think one more of the higher numbered ones I need, but then it gets down to the 50s, the 10s, and those. I mean, that's going to be a little bit harder to get, but
Man, I've only got 3 pitchers on my team. That's not good.
I mean, it's better than none.
Well, let me see here.
I got
Where's
to start
okay?
going pitcher.
Teams.
What's up?
Hello.
How's basketball?
Good.
Were you bussing?
Mm-hmm.
You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Oh, just
Those are
picking
my
up.
electric hand warmers.
Not making bad picks here. You have no pitchers on your team, Vince.
I know I have no pitchers. I got to get some pitchers.
I mean,
Well,
you
I mean,
got a good lineup, but I mean that's half the battle there.
I
You
was going to
get
take
you get.
Justin Steele. Red 03, how are you doing? Good to see you.
You only have 2, Justin. Yeah.
Brad just said hello to you. Doogie's dugout.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Brad's done here. I want to see the rookie, his lineup.
So what grade would you give him? We'll do that.
I tell you, Brad has gone the young route. He's going Caminero, Merrill Wood, and Dominguez. He's picking all the young boys.
Okay.
The young and unproven.
You know what? So I was looking here and I didn't realize this. There's Shohei the pitcher and Shohei the hitter.
I don't think there was last year. I didn't know if it was going to be this year or
I think
not.
because
But
he was out. Yes, I'm kind of surprised by that. Oh,
yeah,
it's hot.
That works.
Still
right,
works.
Justin. He's going with fresh legs, which that's not a bad thing. But I mean, James Wood. I mean, he's projected to be good. Lou Bob he picked Lou Bob too. He's got to have a better year than he had last year. But I was hoping to see Lou Bob go to a different team. I don't think he's very successful with the White Sox.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. I mean, he is like you could go. So when I went to that card show a couple weeks ago, I mean, there were Lou Bob rookie cards in like the 50-cent bin.
Yeah.
And I think he's an outstanding talent. I mean, it's hard to be on the White Sox right now, so I'm sure he wants to have a good year and get out of there. I mean, the White
Yeah.
Sox probably need to trade him just to, start to rebuild that team over there, but
Jimbo, yes, you can pick whoever's available. I'm gonna look at some of these other guys and see how they're doing. Let's look at Justin's team. We're gonna be we're gonna critique here. Where's he at? One good nerd. He's gone. He hasn't picked a starter yet. He's got him some saves guys. That's good. He's got that Marcus Seaman dude, whoever that is. That's a weird name. Yeah, not too bad. You got Mookie Betts. You got a little mixture of young and old there. You got Casas at first. That's not bad. That's one of Mark's guys right there. Casas at Red Sox. Okay. I bet Allen at Collecting Maddox has a. I bet he's done well for himself. He seems like a very intelligent baseball guy.
All right, let's go to his team there. I was just looking at Justin's.
I like his. Oh yeah, well he's got Judge. That's big boy right there. He went with a sleeper pick on the catcher there, Yanier Diaz for the Stros, which has a first base designation. That's good.
And I like that as well. I do like that.
I don't think I've gotten anybody with a multi position designation. I normally try to, but it doesn't seem like there's as many this year. Unless you want to go with Chris Bryant, which his position is IL.
Oh, I mean, that's another guy there. I mean, I would just love to see him play
Yeah,
baseball again. I mean, it breaks my heart. And same thing, like not his rookie cards, but like you would find all kinds of Chris Bryant, whether they're chrome and different things and 10-cent bins. And
yeah.
it was sad to see.
I have a ton of Chris Bryant and Rizzo and heaven forbid Javi Baez cards. I collected him so heavy, and that's just I can't believe how Baez has just been terrible since he
Yeah, I
left the
mean,
Cubs.
he was so much fun to watch, and it's just like what happened? I mean,
I don't know.
Schwarber is the one guy that's still regularly playing well. I mean, Rizzo has, he's had that bad back as well, but
Yeah, and Rizzo hasn't signed with anybody, has he?
he has not. And I keep hearing
Man.
people say, the Cubs should just do it, but I don't know. Like, I don't think there's not really a spot for him. And as you get older, like your back does not get better. And I don't want to, stop the progress that Michael Bush has been making
Right.
over there. So, I mean, the Angels should pick him up, right? I mean, the Angels have nobody. Well, they have Trout, but they also have Kyle Hendricks.
Welcome, Barry.
Shoes
I
on.
know you. I know you were just live. I think I saw that you
Barry,
went live right before we did. And he says, "Vincent Van Go Cubs go."
I like that, Barry. I like it.
My
Good to see
wife,
you.
her favorite painting is Starry Night, and we uh, have one hanging in a picture frame. She's got a puzzle of it she hasn't done yet, but yeah, we like some Vincent Van Gogh. It's my turn again. Good thing I got one queued up here. Boom! Look at that one. Missed some stolen bases there with Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott. There you go.
Shout out to Nikki 2 times on the Philadelphia Phillies second baseman.
And you know what, Barry? I was not going to make that comment about Jose Altuve, but I felt like you would maybe be mad if I didn't take that
Shoot.
opportunity about the short fences.
Jimbo, surely he's been picked by now. You said Austin Riley is back and healthy. I don't see him on my list of third basemen. I guess he's already picked.
I think he
I
was
would
maybe like a
assume.
top 20 overall, possibly.
Yeah, he probably was.
Oh, you just stole Bryson Stott from Justin. All right. I have a pitcher finally.
Who did you get
Seth Lugo.
for a reliever? No, is he a starter? He's
Starter.
a
Yeah. He
starter.
had like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he had over 200 innings last year, or right around. So, I mean, that's the kind of guy that I need, some inning eaters.
He was an all-star. He had an all-star card at least, so I guess he was an all-star.
Let's see. He had a 3 ERA. I like that. I'm kind of surprised he was that far down on the list. Good. You want to hear my team so far? I got Vladimir Guerrero, Matt Shaw, Jake Berger, Dansby Swanson, Kyle Schwarber, Lawrence Butler, Cody Bellinger, Riley Green, and Seth Lugo.
Okay, not bad.
Not
He went
bad,
with all.
thanks.
He went with all Cubs and ex-Cubs, right?
I mean, a little bit. Like I said, take the best Cub available.
Exactly. Former or current.
Right. He can walk on the ramp.
Let's see. I'm trying to fill my roster here. I need a catcher and another outfielder to fill out my position players. So not too bad there. Still only have 3 pitchers though. Catchers are a dime a dozen. I mean, there's only like 3 or 4 that are considered, very good.
Difference. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not too worried about that. There's one guy that I want that I don't know. I don't know how long he'll be there. I'm not going to say, but let's see here.
Brad just took one of his guys, Taylor Ward.
Yeah, I got Taylor Ward in my blaster box for the challenge. So, I mean, if worse came to worse, I might could play him. If
maybe using him,
probably not. But I mean, I guess if I got Jackson Holiday just went. So all the Jacksons have been picked now, I guess, the Jackson 3.
You know what? All right.
Pastor Ken, I'll trade you Mark Vientos for PCA. How about that?
Jason, that's right. Best Cub available.
Barry, on whose list? Mine or Vince's?
You know what? He is on.
He went to Jason, actually. Jason got him.
Yeah, Jason got him. You know what? We are both picking at the very bottom, not quite the bottom of this thing, but Bart's right in the middle. I'm at 14. They were long gone. But I think Barry, you said this as well. I mean, Tucker is a 40-40 guy, guaranteed.
Golly. I don't have time to be reading anything. Uh-oh, I just messed up. I go with the saves guy. That probably wasn't a good pick, but okay. It's fine. At least it's a team that wins games. What are you crapping about, Justin? He just said crap in the Yahoo chat. I don't know.
You know what, Mac? I made sure that I shaved today because I don't want to have a little bit of stubble when I'm in here with Bart. But I don't want his wife coming in saying, "Oh, look at that guy there. He can't grow any facial hair."
Well, I wasn't. It took me a long time to be able to grow a full beard, so it just it takes time for all those follicles to open up, I suppose.
So I have had a beard with my buddies. We used to do like a playoff beard for hockey. I should try if I can find the picture. But when the Hawks won the cup a couple of times, I would have. I mean, like, it was not a good looking beard. I mean, I was growing it for probably at that point, 2 months, and it's just.
Okay, so I have to do this now. Stashy stash. I gotta get the stash hairs, not the beard hairs. There you go, BK. What do you mean all the Cubby fans look alike? Vince, were they calling you Patches?
So, Justin, it would pretty much come in a little bit, and then it'll be like 8 long hairs that grew down, and that was it. The others just said, nope, this is far enough. We're not coming any further.
Oh my gosh. What do I need? I need an outfielder.
What? You can't have the iPad on the machine.
You doing good, BK? I'm glad you could join. Bust some balls. Who'd you pick last, Vince? Did I miss it?
I think Jamison Tyone was my last. And
You stepped
I
up your
mean,
Cubby game.
what I like about him is he'll either be like the third or fourth pitcher. So for the most point, he's going against the other team's third or fourth pitcher, and he did well last year. I mean, he
Right.
was solid. I don't think quite 200 innings, probably, but I mean, I don't think he was on the DL at all. Man, this is rough. Having 20 guys in here. I mean, you're really.
Who sniped you, Justin? I'm going with this guy right here. I like him a lot. I always have. Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Got a Diamondback.
Yes. Yeah. Justin says SOAB.
So do you have a good Harry Carey impersonation?
Not really. Not really. But the funniest thing that Harry would do that I liked was when he was really bored and drunk and the Cubs were getting beat like 10-1. He started trying to pronounce all the players' names backwards.
Oh yeah. That was always good.
Especially when he tried to pronounce Hector Villanueva's name backwards.
Yeah. Or I used to always like for Pedro Guerrero of the Cardinals, for whatever reason, he would have the hardest time saying Pedro. He just call him Pete. Oh,
Yes,
he was special.
Of course, you get Harry's home run call. It might be. It could be. It's not. And then he would say, you know, Steve, if he'd ate another piece of bacon for breakfast this morning, he'd have hit that one out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Funny story. Well, not funny. It's a cool story. I can't remember what year it was. I think it was the first year we went to the Cubs convention. I think it was 1989, I believe. I'm looking at my pins here. We went to the fourth one. It might have been the 1989. That was their fourth one ever. And it was at the Hyatt Regency, I believe.
Okay, sure.
What is up, A Surfer? A Surfer's in the house.
How's it going?
The legend, A Surfer. A Surfer's in the States right now doing he went on a card vacation. A card hunt on the mainland. I've been watching his lives here recently. But they had all these different ballrooms. I think it was the Hyatt Regency. And you had to walk to each one of them. It's like 4 corners. And we were walking down the hallway, and this huge crowd of people was coming towards us. And I'm like, what the heck is that? And it's rowdy. And next thing I saw is Harry Carey. All these people around Harry Carey. He was walking down the hallway, and people were saying, you know, hey, Harry. Like, hey, buddy. It's just freaking awesome.
Oh.
But I really, I tell you, I still like Steve Stone. I think he's one of the best color guys
I do as
around.
well. Yeah,
I,
he is on. So you could probably get on like. I'm pretty sure all those like shows are on like the free apps or whatever. But he's on 670 The Score at least a couple of days a week, like talking White Sox baseball. But he'll talk all baseball, and he's just so knowledgeable, fun to listen
yeah,
to. So I will listen to White Sox baseball just to listen to him. In the evenings here, we can catch 620 out of Milwaukee. So I would listen to Bob Euchre a lot as well. And he was
right.
enjoyable to listen to also.
Let's see who Doogie picks here. Oh man, Barry wants to know if we can sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" together.
Is there so are we at the seventh inning stretch of this point of the thing yet?
No, we're only not even halfway. 11 of 23. I have 11 players of 23.
So Barry in at school, I will always like when someone's Christian Encarnacio Strand taken by Doogie. When someone's birthday, I will pretend like I'm Harry Carey. All right, let me hear you loud and clear. One, two, three. Happy birthday to you. And I'm and I think once I started singing like "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." The kids just looked at me like I was crazy, and
Right.
oh, it's my
Oh,
turn again. Hold on here. All right. All right. All right. Mitch Keller. There we go.
I've got to get some pitching as well. You Darvish day to day.
You.
I
What I
really want to
really
see
have to do,
you.
Barry, is get my beer call going here.
I really wish you would have stayed with the Cubs longer. I mean, that wasn't his choice. They traded him, but
Yeah, they
we
thought
didn't
he
get
was
enough
done
mileage out
for,
of
and
him.
just some of the moves that they make is definitely frustrating. But I'm sure every fan base can say that at some point, and
Yeah, actually. Oh, he's gone. Dang it.
who are you
Who took
looking for?
Josh Young? Dang it. Now I'm up. Man, I had this. Did I have this guy last year? All right, I'm gonna go with this guy again.
Who's left on the board?
At least he's opening day
Oh, a
starter,
lot.
according to Yahoo.
Maybe help you.
And I
Is
think that Spencer Schwellenbach was taken by Line Drive, whoever that is, because I was looking at him earlier as well.
who's killing you, Justin?
I'm sorry.
Spencer Swellenbach. Yeah. Did he get taken?
Yes, whoever is Line Drive. Sorry, I don't know everyone's that's on there.
I apologize if I'm not getting some of your comments here. We're doing three things at once, and that my brain doesn't work like that mostly.
I keep trying to look at both, and then something catches my eye here, or it's my turn. So Barry, you're talking about the Chicago Cub Cam Smith, right?
Yes. Apparently, he's tearing it up.
He is. I just don't think he's going to make the opening day roster. He's probably
No.
like a year away, I believe. There's, and maybe you've seen it before, but there's a pretty good website. Which Cub should I take from you all next? There's a website where it's just like some guy of his own. Like he's not working for anyone. like a newspaper, like a Twitter account or anything, but he has been trying to predict what the Cubs lineups will be next year, 2 years down the road, 3, 4 years down the road, based on the talent that they have. And I think he had Cam Smith as like 2026.
He was a college guy, wasn't he?
I think he was, yes.
He was drafted out of college. He wasn't a high schooler, obviously. Spencer Spaghetti just went. We're back at the top. The guy that picked first. So this is the start of the 13th round, I think.
Man, oof.
How many have you? Let's look. Okay, let's look at Pastor Ken's team since I haven't been paying attention. I know he got some of our Cubs, but well, he got Seiya. He got PCA. He only got 2, right?
Yeah, but it was that PCA when I was getting ready to draft him. I think that's the one that
Yeah, I
that
kind
hurt
of.
the most. And same thing with Justin Steele.
Did he? What round did PCA go in though? Let me look
Was
at the
around
draft result.
maybe 6 or something like that, maybe.
Let me go down. I can look at the draft results if I have time. Let's see. I know he didn't go in round 1. Let's see.
Just so you know, Justin's on the clock, then it's David, and then you're up.
Okay. I have no clue what I'm doing this round. No. Oof, slim pickings.
Man, once you get down to relievers, this is rough.
Oof. Man, I'm at a loss here. This may not be a great pick, but I need a little bit of speed. Looks like he's got some speed, not much power. Man, kind of down to the end here. We'll take Garcia. He's got a second, third designation, so that helps. Sometimes you just got to have a little speedster that doesn't do much but still gets on base.
I kind of like this Dylan Moore out of Seattle. He's a first baseman, second baseman, third stop, shortstop, and outfielder. He also batted 201 though.
Yeah. He's a speed guy, and he did well several years ago, but where's my magazine at? Let me get my cheat sheet out here.
You know what? I'm going with old Gage Workman.
I've heard the name. I don't know who he plays for.
He's a Cub, actually. So I was
Okay.
looking at him today. That's the guy that, I mean, everyone's talking about him, and he's done pretty well in spring training so far. But he was drafted by the Brewers, and I think he was on the Tigers last year, like one of those like Rule 5 pickups for the Cubs recently.
Right.
And I mean, he's got a little power to him. But I mean, he'll be in there until Nico gets back, or he could be one of the guys in there for Nico. So I don't know. At this point, I don't know. Was Colt Keith just drafted?
Yeah. I looked at him. I probably should have took him.
I didn't see him on my thing. I probably would have took him. Brad's been waiting all night to take Nolan Shanwell.
He can have him. Man. Well, so 10 players left to draft. My lineup, all I need is a utility and a catcher, and then it'll be bench players after that. So I got 1, 2, 3, and 3 pitcher spots, and the rest are bench. So it's not too bad. And it's funny because when you start the season with a team, and then you see who you have, and then you at the end of the season you're like, I only have 4 or 5 players that I had at the beginning of the season.
Right.
That's normally how it works.
And I always like going back and seeing like who was drafted just before me that I should have took.
Right.
Like that's what always gets me. Like that guy was available, and I took this guy.
Yeah.
All right, here we got to
2, 3, 4, 5 bench spots.
man.
Patrick Bailey. Okay. I haven't even looked at that position yet.
You know, that's my first catcher. I thought I should probably get going here before I unload on some pitchers. It was a toss up between 3 guys.
Yeah. Hmm. That I'm gonna. Golly, that popped up quick. Crazy. I'm gonna do it. I have to. I have to do this.
Let's see, what do you got?
I have to
Joey
do
Bart? Yeah.
it. Yeah, of course I do. Because I have this card that Justin sent me.
I mean, you kind of have to go with a Bart if you can't get a Cub, I feel like.
That's right. He was a very high draft pick, and they were saying he was going to be. And that's the thing with the high draft pick catchers. I mean, you talk about him, you talk about Henry Davis, and it just seems like they never pan out, at least recently.
So did Henry Davis, did he play at the end of the year last year at all, or
He was
once
up
he
and
was down?
down.
Okay.
And then, of course, Joey Bart kind of took over. So it says, I was just reading about him. His spring average right now is 444. He's a good hitter. He was, when the Giants were calling him up, like he would go down to AAA and mash. So he's like one of those
Right.
quad A players that couldn't really figure it out. But yeah, thanks, Jason. Good call, me or good call, Joey? Which Bart are you talking about? Yeah, Justin, this card is so freaking awesome because it's one of those immaculate. And look how thick this thing is.
Holy cow.
It's a piece of his catcher's mitt. It's a piece of leather in there.
Man, those are beautiful. That's awesome.
Yeah. And it's numbered out of 25, so that must have been a small mitt. We got 25 pieces out of it.
So what kind of case do you have that in? Something that's that thick? Is it
It's like
a
a
one touch?
no. It's like a jewel case.
Okay.
That's what he sent it in. It's
I
perfect.
gotcha. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
one of the Tops Now cases almost. Those are nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ordered your Road to the Show set yet?
You know what? I actually need to because I was at school and like it popped up like right when I was coming back from lunch and like I had kids in there, so I think I texted you guys, but I have not ordered yet. How about you?
Not yet. They're selling them to the 4th, so I mean they're not going to run out, obviously.
And
So they'll
then
print as many as ordered.
right, yeah, they'll print as many, to the fourth. And they should have something coming out for tomorrow's game and Wednesday's game.
Yes, yes, I'm going to look at that. We'll see who are the stars of the show for the next two games, the first two games. That's a good pick. It's Young Hoo Lee there. That's nice. And think about him.
Liam Hendricks, that was one of my
He,
guys in my
I was
thing
looking at
there.
I was looking at him
Yep.
too, but apparently he's not had a good spring. But that guy's had a tough road, man. Cancer a couple times, wasn't it?
Yes, yes. Robert, thanks for coming in, buddy. Enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Thanks, Pops. Appreciate you.
And then one of the things I like about Liam Hendricks as well, he'd always talk about the Lego he was building in the White Sox clubhouse.
Right. Let's see what they say about this guy. Uh, golly, I'm surprised how fast this is going. People aren't wasting time.
Well, I think also like most everyone's here, and those that are not are on auto draft, so those are ones just going quickly.
Ah,
And I forget, like there was a time when if you weren't here, you had to click the auto draft thing. Otherwise, it would still go through the countdown. So I don't know if they had to set that. It would make more sense for Yahoo or ESPN just to have that preset. If they're not here, it goes quickly. Oh man.
at this point, I'm just shots in the dark here. I don't even know.
So I see that Kyle Hendricks is listed as a reliever as well. Is he going to be a reliever or is he part of their starting lineup or the
Angels,
rotation?
right? That'd be a good pick for Brad. I thought about taking who just got picked, but I didn't.
Rocker, yeah.
Kumar. He's coming back from Tommy John, I just read, so. I think at this point, I got to get a utility guy. Dang it. Oh, Peterson's gone.
I mean, I'm at this point. I'm taking the best Cub available, Ben Brown.
Oh, Ken took old Frankie Alvarez. I was looking at him. He's hurt. He's not going to start the season, but it's probably a good pick.
Yeah, that was one of the guys I was looking at catcher before and just not starting right away. I don't want to burn two catchers right now. I mean, I probably could have. It's not that
Right.
big. I have the spots, I think. So Jason said he's got his 30 picks away and he has a good one planned already. So we're gonna have to see between now and then if we can guess who it is. If anyone gets him.
Come on now.
Did you know? I think it's the same, but Marquise Grissom Jr. is a relief pitcher in the Nationals farm system.
Really?
I went by innings pitched for projections, and he's at the very bottom. So I don't think he'll get picked.
Hunter, you're going to need to turn that off. It's time for bed.
Yeah, I can hear the shower running upstairs. Those boys are getting ready for bed as well.
Yeah, mine needs to go to bed. Oh, man.
Nikki, we're still going at it strong here. We're getting down to relief pitchers and bench spots. Any good Phillies that could still be on the board.
Hmm?
Why is he still up?
He's going to bed. Turn it off, Hunter.
I need gas.
Okay. We're live.
Who's live?
Me and Vince here. There's Mrs. BC.
You know what? I shaved today, so you couldn't make fun of what facial hair that I do have.
Oh my gosh, were you on there when I was making fun of their facial hair?
I do remember that, yes. And I
Just
wanted to
a
make
bit-
sure that I never saw you with what scruff that I do have. I can't grow a beard like
well, I would have called you out on it.
that. I had a feeling you would have. That's why I did it.
I need gas
Vince.
in my car, and I'm not going to get it.
What's his screen thing?
Sports car ripping teacher.
Oh, that's
I'm
he's a Chicago
leaving.
Cubs fan.
I was going Cubs. There we go.
Yes,
There
sir.
we go. Go Cubs, go.
All right,
There's
well,
about
I'm
5 or 6 Cubs
going,
fans in this chat here.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Both of you guys.
Not you, my son. Sorry if you heard that.
I know what you said. Thanks for coming back, Nikki, 2 times. My draft has not been good. I have no clue what I'm doing here.
So do you have to go to the gas station tonight, or are you going to go in the morning?
I know I'll probably go tonight. It's only 8:30. The gas station's not too far away. Man, there is like nobody left.
I mean, it's getting down to my pick here. I got to find a reliever or something here.
Yeah, I mean, I have nobody, which I guess
mean,
nobody
10
has any bench players yet because we haven't picked enough for the slots that are open.
And Ken picking his guy
Yes,
that
he had
fast did not
supper.
help me.
Don't let him tell you he didn't have supper. He ate a sandwich and noodles. My son's in there saying he didn't eat supper. Well, he ate about 5 o'clock, so I guess he figured that wasn't time for supper.
All right, I'm going to go. Barry, this one's for you. Hayden Wisniewski. I mean, he's going to be coming out of the bullpen.
Oh, for the Astros?
Yeah. Oh, man.
I have no clue where I'm going with this. How long is Stanton out? What did he do?
I
Missed
don't know, to
40
be honest with
games.
you. I'm not
Jeez.
sure.
Terrible. Here we go. You might like this one. This is a Doogie pick right here. Boom.
Joe Adele. Oh, who?
Nacho went with Alejandro. Did you hear him say that was his Spanish name
I
in
did
school?
see that, yeah.
He looks like a Nacho, I think.
His elbows gonna be greased up. I wonder if Brad's gonna I wonder here. Hold on now. Hold on. Jason Hayward's there. Is
Oof.
old Curtis Terry still in the league, Doogie?
Curtis Terry. Didn't he used to play for the Twins or something?
Yeah, Twins. I mean, he's a fan favorite of ours.
Ah,
I always feel like, especially in that platinum chrome set, his eyes are always looking right at you, like burning a hole through your soul. It's spooky kind of.
yeah. Gosh. Let's see. 1, 2. Yes, he's had his medicine. I took care
Curtis
of all this
Terry
stuff.
must be out of baseball.
Yeah. Justin, do I have any Twins cards? Yeah, I probably do. Might have a Pat Mahomes card somewhere. He played for the
Oh,
Cubs too.
the original Pat
The
Mahomes. That's what we
original
want.
Pat
Yep, that's what
Mahomes.
we want.
He played for the Cubs too a year or two,
Yep.
didn't he?
Yep. Man, I am just this.
And I'm still 10 picks away. I think I'm gonna cue some of these people up while I'm sitting here trying to figure out. Ooh, South Frelick. Okay, might not be a bad pick. Young
Yeah,
guy.
I keep queuing a few guys up and they keep leaving quickly.
Yeah.
So I think who pulled a Eloy Jimenez? Was that you
Uh,
for the
in the
home run
Black Hammer
challenge?
Challenge. Yes, I did.
As I'm looking here, it says I thought he was an Oriole. It says Tampa Bay on here and then NA.
Yeah, he went to Tampa Bay. He was a Orioles rental.
Okay.
I have a pretty big PC of him, especially in the autograph category.
With this
I
Cubs
probably got
days.
no Cubs autographs. I'm gonna get you guys. Yes. I have his first Bowman Chrome as a Cub. I have a few Cub cards because he didn't have any major league cards. He had Bowman cards
Right.
but um and I heard when he was last year or two he was there that he was not a good clubhouse guy, which kind of bothered me.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of had it. He wasn't a big team guy. I don't know what the deal was, but I still like him, and if he can stay healthy, he's like.
Like that's the biggest thing for him. And I just feel like if he stayed on the White Sox, he was gonna kill Luis Robert Jr. He was gonna run into him, and
Yeah,
Lou Bob would never get up again. I mean, why do they keep putting him in the outfield? Was
I have
beyond
no
me.
clue. Because I in my keeper league I kept him uh, for several years, just thinking he was going to do something. He never did. And remember what was that guy's name? I don't think he's in the Mondesi. Is he in baseball? Alberto?
I don't think so, to
Man,
be honest
he
with
has
you.
so much talent. He's not even listed. I don't think. Because he played for the Royals for a long time, and then they traded him to the Red Sox. Man, that's terrible. Raul Mondesi's little boy.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yep.
See, I collected him when I came back to collecting. I've got 4, 5, 6 autographs of his, and yeah. What's up, Ari's World? old Patty Mahomes Sr. Yeah, Jason. I think he was in the World Series there. Too bad, man. That guy probably could have stole even before they changed some of the base running rules. I mean, he could have stole 60, 70 bases, back then.
Right.
But he just couldn't stay healthy. He would always. It seemed like he always got hurt in the field. He would dive for a ball, dislocate a shoulder, or just do something stupid.
And that's why, like, I don't get, like, some of these guys, if there's now it's DH for both sides, like, don't put him in the field. And,
Right.
Schwarber, I thought, was going to be one of those guys, but he was out there. Are you going to bed? Or just hanging all right. But Schwarber was out there, like, when we would go in and they were still taking batting practice, he was out there shagging fly balls all the time. Like, that guy's work ethic is second to none, and he became a good outfielder. But some of these guys are just like, Eloy is lost out there. Why you keep putting him out there? And, like, minus if he's getting hurt, have him be a DH. Let them do what they do best.
Yeah, definitely. Man, he's still with St. Louis. I should have prepared more for this. It's all good. So I think one more position player or non-bench spot, I think, before we get to bench players. Oh, me. I got to see how many. I need one more pitcher. Okay. I guess I need to go.
Oops.
Sitting here talking to myself. Jeez.
Hey, if you're saying something that makes sense, I am listening. Believe me.
I know who I'm going to pick. I don't even care. Who got Ryan Presley?
Let me see here. Oops.
Hey Jason, I'm going to do a VR for you. I saw your update on your VR thing, and I haven't forgot you, buddy. I just haven't done it yet, but I'll do a VR for you probably next day or two.
You know what? I'll give you one guess. The classic Cubs fan took Ryan Presley.
Alan?
Pastor Ken.
Huh. Alan over collecting Maddox, he is a closet Cubs fan. Like I almost when that VR, I can't remember whose VR it was where you shouted out fans of your team. I almost threw Alan
I
in
think it
there.
was for RJ.
RJ, yeah. I almost threw Allen in there because the whole Greg Maddux thing, and he goes to Wrigley Field every year, I think. I don't know if he goes when the Braves are playing or what.
Okay.
I think he does because he lives like not too far out of Chicago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, he's in this. I mean, obviously he's drafting. I wish he could get in the live stream. You got an amazing Maddox collection.
That I have seen. It is very impressive. All
Like if
right.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know what? I have taken to the internet. I researched really quick and put a few guys in the queue, so I had them ready to go. So hopefully Doug is ready because he's up. I was ready that
Yeah, I
time.
need to. Yeah. Wow,
Oh,
that
Ken.
guy.
Bart asked where the Cubs closer went, so I said he was on your team. Ryan Presley.
Yeah. Well, he will be until he blows up.
Yeah, that's the thing. Last year, just so many one-run losses
Mm-hmm.
and then blown by the bullpen. And I mean, having Counsell as a manager, I think he would be able to weather that storm a little bit better than what he did last year. So hopefully he can.
Yeah. So I picked up the second option for the Cubs closer, Mr. Porter Hodge.
You know what? I had him on there earlier as well. That's a good one.
I think he probably will be in the mix for some saves, but I think they're going to try him at setup. But he's first man up after Presley. Well, it says Eloy is NA. Why is he NA?
And that's what I was saying before. I think he's injured though. And I was reading a little bit more after we got done talking about that. I think it's like oblique and hamstring or something or another. I mean, just the same old injuries he normally has.
Well, it says he's in. He must not be on the. Is he not on the 40 man? I can't believe that. It says he's got 26 plate appearances this spring, and he's hitting 208 with 9 strikeouts and 1 walk. It says if he doesn't make the team out of spring training, he'll have to pass through waivers where he can be claimed by any other team.
Okay.
Man, that's terrible. I hate to see that. Oh, Brooks Lee, there you go. Noelvi Marte's at NA. He's a steroids guy. He's going to open the season in the minors, apparently. I got an autograph of his through one of Chris's breaks, front row cards, out of a Brooklyn box.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, wow.
Yep. Along with that Johnny Bench, a sweet card. Johnny Bench auto.
Oh, you got that as well? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I had the Reds in that break. And
When was this?
yeah. Probably a month ago.
Okay.
It was a mixer. 4 or 5 boxes.
And then he had one of those last night as well, right?
Yeah.
Were you in
I got
that
into
one?
that. Yeah, I had the A's and didn't. I got one pitcher auto at a stadium club, some guy I've never heard of, so didn't do too well on that one. Max Kepler.
With the 360th pick.
So I guess we've been on this. I guess the ticker went over again. We started at 7, right? So it's okay. Been on this for almost 3 hours. Dang, doesn't feel like 3 hours.
It really hasn't. I mean, I guarantee though, if we were not on the stream, I probably would have put on an auto draft a little while ago. But I've enjoyed being on with you. That's why I'm still here.
There you go.
It's been fun.
Oh, that's been a blast.
Yeah, I agree, Justin. Like I feel like it has not really seemed like it's taking
For
all that long.
the amount of teams.
Right.
It's gone very quick. So JD Martinez, I guess he's also NA. So I guess if they're NA, they're not on the 40-man roster. Clearly.
Man.
Huh. Cade Smith. Didn't he have a card and update? He's a pitcher, Cleveland pitcher. I think he did.
Oh, really? And what does
Yeah.
it say about him?
I mean, he was a rookie last year. I mean, I don't think he played the whole year. I think he's pretty decent. Jason will probably have a good team. He's very, very intelligent. Good baseball
just
mind, man.
at this point, I'm like looking through the list. I'm like seeing the NAs and the day-to-day stuff. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Oof.
Old Lance Lynn.
I gotta see, how many outfielders do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think. Oh, where's he at? And this guy, they're saying he might be a bench guy, but he's going to be a bench guy for me. I'm going with Heston. See if he can turn it on. They've got so many young, talented guys. There's just not enough room for them. And if one of them's not
Baltimore,
performing,
yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy.
I was so surprised last year, like when they made that early exit out of the playoffs. I mean, they are young, but I was just kind of surprised. I thought they were gonna really do something.
I thought about picking him, and I didn't. I should have. The guy that just went.
Roman Anthony.
Yes,
Yeah.
that guy's a beast.
I think another guy he's probably not going to play this year, but it's worth it if he does. I mean,
yeah. That's Leslie Smith on YouTube. That's his guy, Roman Anthony. Les.
I know Mark's been talking a lot about him as well.
Yeah.
Oh man, this.
Now we're down in the we're on the floor scrapings now here.
Man.
Oh, right. This maybe I should have picked him. Do you go with two catchers though? Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you almost
feel
have
like
to.
you do. But I mean, I don't know who's even left at this point here, but I feel like when I said that comment earlier, I thought it was too early to pick two then, but I mean,
Right.
there's probably not a single starting catcher left though, right?
I don't know.
I mean, Travis d'Arnaud was about 300 at bats last year.
Yeah, that's that guy that Brad's going to play in this challenge. He talked about him too long in his video.
You know, when he was going live earlier, my wife was going to go for a walk with the dog, so she put Jimbo. I did take Matt Shaw a little while ago. I probably reached for him, but I wanted to secure a good Cub in the future that may not even. I mean, no, he won't start tomorrow. I don't think, right? Or will he start?
Who's that?
Matt Shaw.
Well, who's going to play third?
I guess he should, because like he's had some at bats this preseason, so it's not like he's coming off without anything. Yeah, so he should be in there. So everyone, set your lineups today. I just kind of thought about that. Now you have to set your lineup today.
Yeah. I mean, once this is over, you'll be able to move, roster move,
Right,
make,
yeah.
you know, what a lot of times happens, especially with this, once you get in there and see who you have, go to who's left, and you can make. I don't know how that is with if it's an instant, like if you want to make a move off someone on waivers, if it's instant or you have to wait overnight or you have to put a claim in. I don't know how you got it set, how you set it up.
Oh man,
I
this
got to find some
is.
pitchers. I got to have a couple bench pitchers here.
Oh, why did I do that? Oh,
Ooh, I don't know what that was about.
I
The
was
last,
I meant to hit the guy just below him, one slot below him, and then I just pressed draft right away.
oof.
So if you're still looking for a decent catcher, our guy is still there.
Well, that's why I have a queue. This I think it was last year, or the year before. I drafted Luis Camposano, thinking he was going to be really good, and he started off really hot, and then he just fell off. He's available. Oh, Gary Sanchez, does he still play?
That's what I wasn't sure about. I don't think he
He's on the
logs.
he's on the Orioles. It says.
I mean, he'll probably play once a week, I'm guessing.
Andy Pajes. Doug took Kobe Mayo. What the hell? I'll take him. I'll take old Miggy.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, he's gonna start. He'll get, decent amount of at bats each day, or each week.
I mean, he's my backup, so what the heck.
Well, that was the first misfire I've done for the whole draft. So I feel like I'm at least doing pretty good there.
I mean, I think all mine are mishits here. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, Jack Leiter. I gotta see how many relief pitchers I have. I don't have that many. I got 1, 2. I only have 3. Jeez. I need to. Yeah. Golly.
Yeah, I got a couple relievers, but what do we have? 3 more rounds or 3 more picks?
Yes.
I mean, I've got to get a reliever here, as I've only got 2.
Did you? I mean, who do you have for saves?
I'll probably lose the safe category. I mean, no one.
Hector Neris is available.
I don't know if a Barry is still here, but Nearest backwards is siren, and truer words have never been spoken when that guy
Uh-huh.
came in. Man, but after games, I mean, he could talk the talk like he just walked the walk. I mean, he
Right.
was confident everything he said. Oh yeah, this is getting hard here. I mean,
Yeah. You can get down to the last couple. It's just like, just pick one and get out of here.
yeah, I feel like if I had a wheel, I would just spin it and whoever it landed on.
I think I've got a decent one queued up. I think I'm going to do one more position player and 2 more pitchers. I think that'll be about even.
Oh.
least he's on a good team.
Hey, that's part of it.
Yeah. It's like he's kind of a strike. You want a couple of guys that not in the counting stats, but the average the ERA and the WHIP and stuff like that.
Right. Ken, that was a good one right there.
Who'd he get?
No, he said, I'm going to take up coin collecting. I think the change will do me good.
Oh my gosh.
But I have told the same St. Patrick's Day joke probably for not quite all my careers, maybe about 15, 16 years. I told the kids this morning. I mean, they're just rolling laughing. You use fart in anything, they love it.
Yeah, I heard the chili
Yeah, the too farty. Oh,
yeah,
they just
too
roll
farty.
on the ground when you say that.
First base, second base, third base, second base, third base. I got to look at some backup situations here. Oof. Okay, I'm good there. I think okay. Now I just have to go for like a backup something or other. I think I got it. Oh, wait a minute. Do I want that? Yeah, this is going to be the steal of the draft if he's there. I'll cue that one up.
So I got 30 seconds to think of who you're thinking of here. Man, I can't believe. So, jeez. All right.
No, it wasn't that one. Wasn't that one. I'm hoping I'm gonna queue up two players that I can let me get the other one here. This has been pretty fun though, even though it's trying to do three things at once is not my strong suit, but
No, you're doing well at it. I mean,
the only thing I've been is I'm not keeping up with the chat, and I apologize for that. But I've been trying to. Still 9 people in here. That's not bad. Jason's still here.
Chris Bryant.
The Cubbies guys. Heck yeah, we have to stick together. Jason,
right.
we need to figure out when we're going to do the live. I will try to get it worked out on the StreamYard, hopefully. And we may do a trial run this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. Let me know, and we can just try it, see how it works, and just so kind of get some of those kinks out.
Yeah, I think that'll be really fun. And Maddie wants he's all about it too. So
good.
Yeah, Maddie is next in line for the. He's not on here, is he? Is Matty Ice on here?
I know he was earlier, and then he came back in at a point, but I haven't seen a comment for a while.
And I got to get this fixed. This thing came off, but he is next in line for.
Oh man, that's awesome! I love it. You know what? As I was thinking, if I would worry about it, dropping it or something. I thought about wearing it on my work uniform for Wrigley Field. They have that on there, but I'd be too worried with it falling or whatever. So I'm going to keep it in the classroom, or this summer I will bring it back home here.
Well, you talking about with the electronic thing on it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, well, that would break if it fell. The sign actually, I mean, because that's 3D printed and that's pretty solid. I don't think that would break, but I've got him, my son-in-law. So the triumvirate cards in Stadium Club.
Sure. Yes. Yep.
So I have the whole set of the Mickey Mantle.
Oh, really?
Because
okay.
I'd pulled the two sides. I didn't have the middle, and I got the middle piece for like $3 on eBay. I'm like, well, shoot, that's cool. And so I asked him if he could, because there's really no way to display it because it's like puzzle pieces.
Right.
And so he he's going to devise some kind of holder for it where it'll display it all together. And so
okay.
I had some of the top loaders for like big cards that were kind of split. He's going to use that as a covering over the top or the front and back, so you can see it.
Okay.
I'm really curious to see what he comes up with.
And there's just so much you can do with those 3D printers now. I mean, it is pretty cool.
Because I really like the big cards, and I found this. It's dusty. I haven't put it up yet. I found these cool frames. Look at there.
Oh, there we go. There's Big Ben Brown.
Ben Brown. I pulled his golden mirror image out of update last year. That's a nice. I'm going for a rainbow on Ben Brown in update.
Oh, really?
I need to. Yeah, I'm pretty far along. I don't have some of the really low numbered ones.
I need to
But
look. I could have something. I'll have to look because I've got a few of his.
I think. Oh, one pick till my turn. Okay. Oh, dang it! I got sniped.
Craig Kimbrell.
That sucks. No. I want to cuss.
Kevin Kelly.
Justin Turner.
Oh,
Dang it. He didn't last for me.
I mean, a beard like that, we probably just should have gave him to you. I feel like.
I know. And I'm definitely not a Justin Turner fan, but I guess I have to be now. This is what I'm gonna do here. I kind of like this guy. Hopefully he has a decent year. But I gotta do something. Jose Miranda.
At this point, you never know.
I didn't have a backup first baseman, and he qualifies at third too. I think I've got I have players I can intermingle with all the positions. Well, let's see here.
One of the things I wish it would tell you on here how old the guys are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like the kind of like the top of the line information you're looking for. But if I'm looking at some of these guys, I want to know like who's a journeyman and who's just like a rookie.
Right. I got it. I think I got it. I got a couple options here. Let me look them up. That's not how you spell it, is it?
Yeah, Justin, they're all younger than me as well. All right, love you. Have a good night.
Thought about her trade to me
I'm thinking about it.
for 2 days.
I will have an answer for you in the morning.
Okay. I like hit the back of my foot on the door and it really hurts. It's here.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got a former top prospect queued up.
Oh.
Pitcher.
Well, I have no pitchers in my queue right now, so you're safe with me.
No one's going to draft this guy. But I
People are getting
think
desperate at this point.
there's no notes on him. I don't know if he's even in the mix. I haven't even been keeping up too much, but actually, let me go with that guy right there. Hang on a second. Let me go back. I'm gonna go with him. Yeah, I'm gonna change my mind on that one.
Jason, thanks for hanging out. Go Cubs, go!
Yeah, Jason, thanks for coming in. I'll get with you on the Cubby thing probably this weekend. Watch this last pick here. Boom, 450. New Cub, Eli Morgan.
Eli Morgan. Okay, all right. Hey, I mean, you never know.
That's right. I was going to go with Nate Pearson, but he definitely was a top prospect back in like 21. And I still think he can do good things for the Cubs. I want to see this steal of the draft, Vince. What do you got for me?
I am going to. I mean, Barry said Cam Smith, so I am going with Cam Smith. I don't
There you
think
go.
he's going to be on the roster there, but someone gets injured. I mean, he tore it up last year for us. He's doing pretty well in spring training, so we'll see.
Yeah.
He has number 90 right now with the Astro, so maybe they don't really expect him to do much this year.
Right.
We never know. Someone
Well,
gets injured.
oh, Jacob Wilson. I didn't think about him. He's got a card in Series 1.
And you know what? Yeah, I was kind of looking at shortstops before this.
Who am I? I got, well, my best player is probably at shortstop, Gunner. But my backup is going to be Stott because he's a dual guy.
And I feel like for this, like if you're hoping to get better, you're gonna have to make trades. I mean, there's gonna be
Oh,
no
yeah.
one as like a free agent down here, so it'll be interesting to see who makes the first trade of the season.
See you, Jason. It was fun, Justin. It's a little difficult, but I mean, I'm not expecting to win the whole thing, but it definitely was fun. I'm looking to see who I can trade Pastor Ken.
Yeah, I was
What
kind of
Mets
looking at
do
my thing. I almost drafted Alvarez just so I can maybe package him with someone else. And then Ken, when Graham was leaving, he pulled the door closed behind him, and somehow his heel caught the back of the door. But he was mainly in here. He's trying to train. It's kind of like that guy in every league. He has a Wemby card of mine that he wants, which I really don't want it. So he's like piling all these cards together to trade for it and $3. So he's gone through and comped everything. He's like, well, this $3 should make it even. I'm like,
right?
but that's
I'm
fun
not
doing
making
the hobby
excuses,
with them.
Brad. I had I don't. My draft was not good. I don't think, but you never know.
Well, I mean, I don't think we can say that yet, just because I've never drafted with this many people. So like once
Mhm.
you got past, I mean, like what round do you feel like you just started grasping at straws? Like round 10?
Probably, yeah. Not too deep into it because it's just you're not getting even players that might even play every day, or just average players. But
Right,
that's what you're
right.
going to have. There's just not enough players to go around. So,
Yeah.
but then you'll draft somebody like I'll take a flyer, and then they break out. So,
For sure.
but
Hey, Justin, good night. Thank you for setting all this stuff up for sure.
yeah, thanks, Justin. Appreciate you. Jim NFL in the house. What's Ken saying? So you're saying you might have to throw a player in some Mets?
And some Mets autos in there.
Hey, I'm not. Hey, I would almost. Now let me think about this. I have Vientos, Ken. Who's your? I'm looking at Ken's. Well, let me look at Ken's team. Where's he at?
And I have a lot of, man, what's that guy? For whatever, I think in update last year and in my series 1, is there a Christian Scott or
Yes,
Scott something? I got
Christian
his
Scott.
autograph twice.
I think he had. I think he had Tommy John surgery last year. Pretty sure because I was reading up because I pulled his golden mirror image out of update and I sold it for like $60.
Okay.
And I was reading up on it that he wasn't going to start the season because he was recovering from some injury.
Okay.
But
I mean, Ken's got a pretty good team here, though. I'm looking at it.
yeah, he did well. He did well. He got Jackson Holiday, who's he could have a breakout year.
Right. Austin Wells.
Connor Norby, of course, he was with the Orioles. That was another guy that was a young Orioles guy that they had traded. That's down at the Marlins. He's got Jordan, Suzuki, and PCA. Volpe, Yoshida. I mean, he's going to do well probably. I don't know about his pitching. Oh, he didn't have much depth there. He went heavy on the bench players, the position players, but I don't know.
So he may need a pitcher, is what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe. All right, Nicky,
Nicky,
appreciate
thanks for
you.
hanging out, man.
So, but anyway, I do have a Mark Vientos autograph number to 25. It's out of Chronicles, like 2022 Chronicles Obsidian. It's a nice card. I was going to draft him too, and he scalped him.
What a time we live in. We're trading cards for fantasy baseball players.
Hey, whatever works.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
All right. Well, I had a blast.
I did as well. So thanks for inviting me on here. And
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking to getting, together with you guys here pretty soon. Just talk a little bit more Cubs baseball.
Yep. And I'm hoping that they come back to the States 2-0.
I would almost guarantee that they're going to come back 2-0. I know that Ken is here and he's probably going to say otherwise, but hey, at this point of the year, when you're a Cubs fan, your glass is more than half full. It's overflowing. The eternal optimism comes out tomorrow morning, really.
Yeah.
So before we get off, are you going to wake up early tomorrow to watch it?
No, I don't think I have. I don't have cable, and I don't have Hulu Live or anything like that. So I'll just have to watch the replays or something.
You should look into, and I get it each year. It's only, I feel like last year was like $18, but the MLB radio app, and I love listening to Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer. So like we don't have the marquee either. When we had the one cable, it was included, but then when we switched over to YouTube TV, it was not on there. And when my parents come into town, I will get the marquee because they want to watch the Cubs games, but I kind of refuse to pay for all those things. I mean, it's just kind of crazy to me, but Ken's wife's going to the game.
Your wife is going to the game? Can she get me a Shota autograph in person?
And I remember the one time Ken was telling a story about, and I forget what it was exactly, but he was at a game and something happened with someone's crap or something or another. Like, I just remember that story he was telling, and it was something else. So maybe better you're not going and your wife is going. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah.
I've got to get to bed here. This is past my bedtime, but definitely worth staying up for, buddy.
Yeah. Appreciate you, and good luck on this season, and good luck on the home run challenge. I played my Freddie Freeman. I didn't want to. I could have played a Shohei card, but I didn't want to crowd Justin. He already picked Shohei. I only had 3 different options, and I wasn't going to choose Mookie Betts because he's not playing the first 2 games.
Right.
So I went with Freddie Freeman. So hopefully he hits me a dinger, just one, like a solo, like one solo. I'd be good with in these 2 games.
And I've got Dansby Swanson, so you probably wouldn't mind me getting 4 or 5 points this week, would you?
Maybe 1 or 2. How about that?
1 or 2. All right.
All right, buddy.
All right. Sounds
Appreciate
good, Bart.
it.
Take care. Everyone, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
All
See
right,
you guys.
Bye.
Bye.